The ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
After the interception, here's Watson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. What 54? Watch out. Another timeout.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and
10. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Out of the gun, Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check your hot read. Go, 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 go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Alert. Mike, in your face. 49, check 49, check 49.
Watson just beating the play clock. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Like this is set. 19. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Texans. First down. First and 10 at the 17.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, 59! Let's go!
From the red zone now, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On second down, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
His pass complete to D.D. Westbrook. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Let's go.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Give me some. Give me some.
From the 29, Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On the double. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Alpha.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
First down, Jaguars.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They run the counter. Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 55. Mike 55. On the ball.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. From his goal line here, Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Watch the run. They're running it. Mike's 59.
3rd and 2, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. If you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Fournette, a 1st down carry. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Let me, hey, pick up.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Complete to Chris Conley. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Keelan Cole, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
54! Mike 8! Trump! 65! 65! 65! Mike 8! Let's go, D! It's going to be a long day, offense! It's going to be a long day! Check 31! Check 31! Jim!
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 16, Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check, check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike 8. Mike 8. And 59. And 54. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now Watson. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Shoot. From the 30 on 2nd down. Minshew brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill. Check 24, check 24.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Get it.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. This is caught. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into the... And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10.
Check three.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check 44. Check 43.
On 2nd and 7, Watson escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, hey, 59. Shift. Watch the shift.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Reset. UAT. Check. Strong right. Four down. Check hot route. Hot. First tick.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Switch.
Now Fournette. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Houston, it's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Caught here by Conley. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Check, check. 24. Drop deep, drop deep. 24. Check 99. Walking. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All you get is a headache.
On first and 10, Watson going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
My game. 6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
On third down, Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the... Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. 36.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 65 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right
now. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 31! My game.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 8. Mike 8.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, it's Watson. For the catch made by Johnson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Johnson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
31. Give me that. Kill. Check 3. At 55.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Vikings opening up their lead. They've scored again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
61, match box, right. Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Shit. What up?
Again, it's Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check nickel. Check the backer. Check. Switch. 22 jet bombers. Check 24. What's 24? Out. Go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Mike 7. It's our time. Let's get it down. He's coming. Check. Fresno.
Now Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike 7. Get it on. Strip that ball. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Delta. Mike 7. Mike 7. 54.
Watson down to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under 10, under 10, 10. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, go.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Ready, ready. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, I 7. Protein spill. Ready, ready.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And Conley's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A throw over the middle, taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They come out here in the eye. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Minshew. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
On first down, Dillon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to run now. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.